there, my name is Richard McMunn from the psychometric testing website howtobecome.com, and in this tutorial I will teach you how to pass an NHS assessment test, and in particular I'm going to work through the numeracy and literacy test element of the NHS assessment. So if you're applying for any role within the NHS, make sure you stay tuned because I promise to help you be successful. And to achieve that goal, this is what I will cover during this training tutorial. So I will give you an explanation of the NHS numeracy and literacy test and how you can prepare effectively for it. I will give you example NHS numeracy and literacy test questions for you to try out live on the screen. I will then give you walkthrough explanations to help increase your scores at the real NHS assessment test. And I will then tell you how you can access further resources to help you pass the NHS numeracy and literacy assessment test. So lots of reasons for you to stay tuned and watch the presentation from start to finish. And just very quickly, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Lots of you are passing your NHS interviews and assessments. I don't want you to miss out. Make sure you subscribe, and please just give the video a thumbs up, give it a like. That tells me you find these tutorials useful and it motivates me to create more content for you. Thank you very much. So why does the NHS assess applicants in this way? Well, the NHS numeracy and literacy test is designed to assess a candidate's suitability to carry out basic tasks that are relevant to the healthcare role they have applied for. So, for example, a nurse or healthcare assistant in the National Health Service will have to carry out quick and accurate numeracy calculations when prescribing medication or whilst checking a patient's blood pressure, for example. On the other hand, an NHS clerk, receptionist, typist or medical secretary will have to quickly read, assess and analyse written text and documents. Now, working in the NHS, regardless of the role you occupy, speed and accuracy of working are absolutely vital. And the NHS numeracy and literacy test assesses your competency in these important areas. Now, the best way to prepare for the NHS test is to carry out lots of practice test questions under timed conditions, and that's what we are going to do during this tutorial. But first of all, what is the NHS numeracy and literacy assessment test? Well, the numeracy test element of the NHS assessment includes basic mathematical calculations, including addition, multiplication, subtraction, and division. Now, some of the test questions will also require you to convert decimals to fractions and fractions to decimals. Now, the literacy test, on the other hand, is different in the fact that you will have to assess passages of written text and then answer questions that are often multiple choice in nature. Now, both the NHS numeracy and literacy assessment tests are carried out under strict timed conditions, and that's why I recommend you practice questions under timed conditions to get used to the environment. Okay, let's now take a look at some example NHS numeracy test questions, and we will then move on to the literacy test. Question number 1. This is an example. I will walk through it with you and then get you to try some live on the screen. A patient has been prescribed the following medication. How many milligrams in total will the patient take in 10 days? Option A, 5,050 milligrams. B, 4,750 milligrams. C, 4,900 milligrams. Or D, 5,600 milligrams. So how do we tackle this question? Well, upon first inspection, it seems really easy to calculate. However, don't get caught out. Step 1, add the daily medication totals. Now, the important thing is to make sure you read the information on each of the bottles. So it says medication A, 15 milligrams to be taken once daily. Medication B, it says 50 milligrams to be taken twice daily which would be 100 milligrams per day. And then medication C is 75 milligrams to be taken 5 times daily, which is 375. So what we need to do is add those together, 15 milligrams plus 100 milligrams plus 375 milligrams. And that equals 490 milligrams. However, the question says, how many milligrams in total will the patient take in 10 days? So all we need to do, step 2, is multiply the daily total for 90 milligrams by 10 days to get the answer C, 4,900 milligrams. So now it's your turn to try some NHS Numeracy example test questions. Please put your answers to questions 2 and 3 in the comments section below the video for marking. I will come on here each day and mark your answers for you to make sure you are getting them correct. Now on the right hand side of each question, I have placed a timer. Now I'm going to give you 15 seconds for this question. That's not very long. If you need more time, please make sure you pause the video. It's important that you get the question correct. Question 2. A patient has been prescribed the following medication. How many milligrams in total will the patient take in 7 days? Don't forget to read the labels. Is it A, 798 milligrams? B, 630 milligrams? Is it C, 1,918 milligrams? Or D, 1,200 milligrams? Here's your 15-second timer. Okay, fantastic. Well done. Don't forget, if you need more time, pause the video. Question number 3. A patient has been prescribed 42 milligrams of medication C over a 7-day period. How many tablets should they be administered in total? Okay. Is it A, 3 tablets, B, 21 tablets, C, 98 tablets, or D, 294 tablets? Don't forget to read the label. Medication C, 1 tablet is 14 milligrams. How many tablets if they are prescribed 42 milligrams over a 7-day period? Here's your 15-second timer. Okay, brilliant. Well done. We are making fantastic progress. And you can see that by practicing lots of test questions, it really helps to improve your scores and your competency during the real test. So let's now take a look at a different type of NHS Numeracy test question. Question 3. Read the following information before answering the question. It says Mohammed leaves home at 07:51 to go to work at an NHS hospital. It takes him 7 minutes to walk to the train station. His train is scheduled to leave at 08:02. The train journey takes 31 minutes. Mohammed then walks 11 minutes from the train station to the hospital. At what time does Mohammed arrive at the hospital? A, 08:55, B, 08:54, C, 08:44, or D, 08:34. Let's go through the calculation together and work through the question to get the correct answer. Now, it says Mohammed leaves home at 07:51 and it takes him 7 minutes to walk to the train station. But these times are irrelevant. The first one that we need to use is that one. His train is scheduled to leave at 08:02. That's the first one we need. It then says the train journey takes 31 minutes. So what we need to do is add those together first of all. 08:02 plus 31 minutes gives us 08:33. What we then need to do is add the 11 minutes, which is the time it takes Mohammed to walk from the train station to the hospital. So 08:33 plus 11 minutes equals 08:44, which is our answer. And the answer is C. Mohammed arrives at the hospital at 08:44. So now it's your turn to try several of these NHS Numeracy example test questions. Please make sure you put your answers to questions 4 and 5 in the comments section below the video for marking. Thank you very much. Question 4. Read the following information before answering the question. Stacey leaves home at 07:40. It takes her 7 minutes to walk to the bus stop. Her bus is scheduled to leave at 07:50. The bus journey to work then takes 43 minutes. Stacey then walks 12 minutes from the bus stop to the hospital. At what time does Stacey arrive at the hospital? A. 08:32, B. 08:16, C. 08:42, or D. 08:45. I will give you 12 seconds to answer this question. Here's your timer. Okay, brilliant. Well done. Have a look at question 5. Have a go at this one. Read the following information before answering the question. Marcus works at a GP surgery. He leaves home at 07:59. Now it takes him 8 minutes to walk to the bus stop. His bus leaves at 08:08 and the journey takes 37 minutes. Marcus then walks 17 minutes from the bus stop to the GP surgery. Marcus is due to start work at 0900, 9 o'clock. Will he be late for work? A, yes, or B, no. Now this is a slightly different twist on the previous question. I'll give you 12 seconds to answer it. Here's a timer. Brilliant, well done. You are doing fantastic. Let's now take a look at some example NHS literacy test questions, the different ones. Question 6. Below are details of Karen's work diary. Now, Karen works for the NHS as an admin officer. Which order does Karen do each task each day? It says, I get to work before switching on the computers in the office. I then check the post before switching on the kettle. I then check the answer phone messages after I have obtained a brief from my manager. And we are given 4 answer options. A, B, C, or D. Which order does Karen do each task each day? So this is you having to analyze the information in the passage and then choose the correct answer. So it says that I get to work before switching on the computers. So the first task Karen does is turn on the computers. Now if you look at answer option B, the first one it says there is checking the post. So we can eliminate B straight away. So it's either A, C, or D. Now, the second task, it says, I then check the post. Well, if we look at answer option A, the second task is kettle, so it can't be A. So we are left with C or D. So the third task, it says, I then check the post before switching on the kettle. So the third task is kettle. And with answer option C and D, the third option is kettle. So we are still not knowing which answer option it is. It then says, I then check the answer phone messages after I have obtained a brief from my manager. So task 4 is brief from the manager. And then the final one, 5, is answer phone messages. So the correct answer is C. So you can see that by practicing these type of questions, these literacy test questions, it really helps to improve your scores during the real test. So now it's your turn to try several NHS literacy example test questions. Please do put your answers to questions 7 and 8 in the comment section below the video for marking. Thank you very much. Question 7. Below are details of Robert's work diary. Now Robert works in the procurement department at his local hospital. Which order does Robert do each task each day? When I get to work, I check my emails after I have had a cup of coffee. I then call the company suppliers to get an update on deliveries before checking the post. I then attend a meeting before working on a project. Is it A, B, C, or D? Which order does Robert do each task each day? Here's your timer. Okay, brilliant. Question number 8. Below are details of Adina's work diary. Now, Adina works as an admin assistant for the NHS. Which order does Adina do each task each day? When I get to work, I carry out a stock take to ensure we have sufficient office supplies for the day. Once I have checked my emails, I attend a team briefing. After I have had a tea break, I call several contractors before finishing for the day. Is it A, B, C, or D, the order in which Adina does each task each day? Here's your timer. Awesome, fantastic, well done. So let's now take a look at a different type of NHS literacy test question. Question number 9. Read the following passage before answering the question. The NHS is a formidable organisation that employs talented, hard-working and committed staff who work tirelessly to provide a first-class service to everyone. It is the responsibility of all healthcare professionals to make every contact count when they deal with individuals and patients in their daily work. Healthcare staff in the NHS should, where possible, seek to maintain or improve people's mental and physical well-being in all of their duties. Now, in that passage, the words professionals and their are spelled incorrectly. Which of the following is the correct spelling? So professionals and their are spelled incorrectly. Which of the answer options A, B, C or D is the correct one? Now the only one that is correct is A, professionals and their. Therefore you would choose A as your answer for this literacy test question. So now it's your turn to try some of these literacy example test questions. Please put your answer to question 10 in the comments section below the video. Question 10, read the following passage before answering the question. The passage states, when assessing patients at a local hospital, staff have been conducting a 2-minute alcohol test, AT, to those patients who have specific conditions associated with alcohol misuse, including trips, falls and concussion. If the AT identifies the patient's condition was in fact related to alcohol, medical staff will offer feedback and provide an educational leaflet. Patients will also be offered an appointment with a healthcare worker who specialises in alcohol misuse. Which one word in the passage is spelt incorrectly? Concussion, leaflet, associated or assessing? Here's your timer. Brilliant, well done. Now I am sure you are going to want to try some more of these NHS literacy and numeracy test questions. And if you do, make sure you click that link right now in the top right hand corner of the video. Head through to my website, howtobecome.com, and you can get instant online access to my full set of NHS numeracy and literacy example test questions. It's a brilliant resource. It's going to help you to prepare fully for your upcoming NHS assessment. Make sure you check that out right now. It's a brilliant resource. Finally, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. As I said, lots of you are passing your NHS interviews and your assessments, and I don't want you to miss out. And please give the video a like. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the best for passing your NHS assessment. Have a brilliant day.